Hello students, today we will discuss about the sectors of the Indian economy. So in here first we will discuss about the historical change in sectors. So what is the meaning of historical change in sectors? It means if you see the Indian economy in the eve of independence, then you will see that 70 to 75% people were related to the primary sector, 15 to 20% related to the secondary sector, and hardly 10% people related to the service sector. But now the picture has changed. It means now if you see the contribution, then service sector is playing a very important role. This is called the historical change in sectors. It means before independence or eve of independence, primary sector was playing the importance role. Now maximum people, because of their security, they shifted from primary sector to service sector. So for example, because of natural calamities like earthquake or flood for any region, so they are not secure, production is very less, so that's why they shifted from primary sector to service sector. Maximum people, if you see the statistics, then you will find the answer. Okay, so this one is the historical change. It means previously how like agriculture was playing role, and now how service sector is playing that the same role. This is called the historical change in sectors. Is it clear? Then see the rising importance of the tertiary sector in production. Already I told you that now service sector is playing a very important role. So for example, like increasing importance of services. So for example, now we can understand the value of education. We understand the value of our health. Okay, security, freedom, we can understand. So all these things are under service sector. So that's why service sector is growing very fast. Is it clear? Because of this importance, we are giving more importance on education, we are giving more importance on our security, we are giving more importance on our health. So that's why number one reason why the importance of service sector is increasing. Second is the development of agriculture and industry. So when we talk about the development of agriculture, means what? Increasing productivity. When production is more, then you have to sell these products or surplus products in the market. Then what you need? Transportation. You have to sell this surplus product in the market to make profit. That's why you need transportation. So whenever you have produced something in the industry, then you have to sell it in the market. So what you need? Transportation, communication. So these are the under service sector. So development of agriculture and industry also helped rising importance of the service sector. Then rise in income. Now you see, when income increases, then what happens? So our needs also increases. So for example, when my income was before 10,000, now 20,000. So I will try to change my standard of living. So I will go to a restaurant, okay, for dinner. I will celebrate my birthday. So when income increases, then these type of things, demand also increases, and all these things are under service sector. So that's why service sector is growing. Very simple. Then information and communication technology, it's very easy to understand. Like under the globalization, we become the global citizen. So we have the Facebook, Insta, only how can it possible? Because of internet. So when we have that facilities, this one is also under service sector. So there are so many reasons are there. So this question you remember for 5 marks in your board exam. So rising importance of the tertiary or service sector in production. Then these 4 points, or you can add more point also, you have to explain. It is very simple to understand. Okay, increasing importance of services, as I told you, the increasing importance of the education, health, security. Okay, so that's why service sector is growing. Then I talked about the development of agriculture and industry. When you produced, then you have to sell it in the market. For that you need the communication, transportation. They are under service sector. Then rise in income. When income increases, then we need some other things. So tourism, like going to the restaurant, it increases. So it is also the part of the service sector. Then information and communication technology, already I gave you example of the Facebook and other things. It is because of the internet. So it is also under service sector. So that's why service sector is like playing a very important role in the production. Then see, where are most of the people employed? This one is very important, don't be confused, because they are talking about the employed. If you have seen the employed, definitely the primary sector, because primary sector provides more employment to the people. Why? Because secondary and service sector is not enough to create the job. Is it clear? Secondary and service sector is not enough to create the job. So that's why maximum people employed in this primary sector. But one thing you have to remember, that in primary sector you will find the underemployed. What? Underemployed. It means if you move someone from the work, there it will not affect, which is called the underemployed. It means if you remove a person from the production, then he or she is not going to affect. What is the meaning? If suppose the 3 laborers are producing 10 kg, and if you remove 1 labor, then it will be the 2 labor, then again they are producing 10 kg. It means that labor you have removed, his or her contribution was nothing. So this is called the underemployed. So that's why in agriculture especially you will find this type of underemployed. But you remember, where are most of the people employed? The direct answer, primary sector. Primary sector provides more employment. Why? Because the secondary and service sector is not enough to create the job. Now, how to create more employment? It's very interesting. Number one, improvement of agriculture sector. It means when you will understand about the commercialization of agriculture, when you will understand about the multiple cropping, then it can create more and more employment. Because in multiple cropping, people will not produce for one time. They will produce more than one in the same piece of land, so people will engage. Okay, so that's why improvement of agriculture sector can increase. Then agricultural equipments in government or like organization, they provide the tractor, fertilizer, then production will increase and it will encourage them. So when more production, more profit, then they will try to produce more and it will help to increase in the employment. Then transportation. So when you will produce and after that surplus product, if you want to sell in the market and transportation facilities are very good, then it will be very easy for you to earn profit. So definitely transportation also can help. Then cheap agricultural credit. You have a piece of land, you have a good idea, but you don't have the capital. But when bank is providing credit at the cheap interest rate, at a reasonable interest rate, then any farmers can borrow from the bank and they can start the production. So it will help to create more employment. Opening a cold storage. After producing, if you have a cold storage, then you can store it. Otherwise, what will happen? These tomato and other things, it will not destroy because you cannot store them for a long time. But when you have a cold storage, then no need to worry. You will keep there and no one can try to buy at the lower than the market price, and these brokers or dalal will not get chance. Otherwise, what will happen? We have seen in the market so many brokers and dalals are there. They used to purchase from these small farmers and they will sell it in the market at a higher price and they will take the profit. So when we have that cold storage, then no need to worry. So whenever we will produce, So that things will keep it safely and will sell it in the market. Then MG and Rega 2005, it's very interesting. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. So it provides 100 days work, and if they are not able to provide 100 days work, then they have to give some allowances to the people. They cannot send them to the more than 5 kilometer distance. Again, if we can remove the child labor, yeah, okay. So if we can remove this child labor, then what will happen? They will go to the school. When these type of students will go to the school, then government has to build more school. Then we need the more infrastructure. We need more teacher. Then also it can increase the employment. Okay. So it's very interesting how to create more employment. Then improvement of agriculture. Then agricultural equipments, transport, cheap agricultural credit, opening a cold storage, MG and Rega. Then I spoke about the removing the problem of child labors. Okay, so this is all about these sectors of the Indian economy. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, but if you have any confusion, let me know in the comment section below and I will talk to you there. Thank you.